Hi guys, welcome back.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So very happy to have you. If it's your first time, welcome. We would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you never miss an upload and join the fam. If you're already a member of the Josey fam, then what's up, cuz? All right, ladies, you know the woman who always has her nails done, always has her hair fixed, her pants are hemmed, and she always has her eyebrows put together. You know that woman? Maybe you are that woman. Well, for years, I have always wanted to be that person. You know what I mean? Who always looked put together, like she made an effort in the morning. And I noticed that nails were a big part of that whole complete package. So about maybe like a year now, I've been trying to keep up with my nails. But because I am so super busy being a mother, a wife, a doctor, I mean, there's just no time to go to the salon to get my fill-ins. So I would find myself going for like 1 month, 1.5 months in between my nail appointments, and then my nails would look raggedy and I'd be walking around like this, which you can imagine trying to see patients and not let them see your raggedy nails. That's pretty difficult. So I was just kind of like in a rut thinking like, I really want to get my nails done often and keep up with them, but I just don't have the time. I mean, it's not only expensive, but it's really like time consuming, because if you find a good nail tech, he or she is usually always booked, or the salon is not open when you have availability. Like right now, when I'm recording this video, it is almost 11 o'clock at night. Hubby's doing his own thing. The boys are asleep. My teenager, she's upstairs doing her own thing, hopefully getting ready for bed. But long story short, no is when I have the time, but who is open? Right, nobody. So about maybe 3 months now, I started doing my own nails at home. So if you follow me on social media, then you know that I just redid my nails and I use the dip system. It's a kit that I bought from Amazon and I absolutely love it. All right, now this is not a sponsored video. I am just really happy with my results, and people at work have been asking me, Doc, what are you doing? Your nails look so good. And then when they find out that I did it at home, then they want more details. And so I posted some pictures on social media and people were continuously asking questions, and I figured, why not just come on here and show you exactly what I do. So I'm at the place now where I'm comfortable sharing because I feel like I've perfected the technique. You know what I mean? Like every time I notice that it gets better and better. So I feel comfortable sharing with you what I do with the products I use, the little, specific things that I really think help my nails to look very professional, even though I do them totally at home. All right, so I hope that you enjoy this video. If you have any further questions, just comment below. I will be sure to leave all of the product details and the equipment details in the description box. But if I do forget something, just let me know in the comment section. If you are a working mom or a stay-at-home mom or just a woman who is busy as heck, all right, this nail dip system is for you. Now there is, I think, like a slight learning curve. There is a learning curve or a technique curve that you kind of have to overcome, but honestly, it is not impossible. Do not be intimidated. It's not impossible. It can be done at home, and with practice, you can definitely get salon results, okay? Like, look, and this is day, let me see, I did these on Saturday. So this is like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're going into Wednesday, and my nails look great. I mean, they still have that nice high sheen. And in the video, I'll show you what I use to keep the high sheen even like a good week and a half after my nails have been done, because that's like the first thing that goes, right? The nails start to look dull. And unless you're going for the matte look, that's not cute. So I have a product that I found, and I hope I can still find it because it was just like a random, like beauty supply store find, but it really helps keep high sheen, for a week after week. So anyway, enough talking. I know what you're here for. If you want to see how I do my nail dip at home, then keep watching.
So I like to keep all of my tools in one central location. So I've been using this Tupperware type container with 3 drawers, and for now it really works well. I'll probably have to upgrade to something larger, but for now this works. Now over here I have the majority of the tools and items I'll be using to do my nails. Here is one of the nail files. It is a drugstore brand and it has quite a few different tips. The power on it is not as high, so I went ahead and got a second Dremel, which is that bright pink one you see at the bottom of the screen, and that one has just higher power and just different bits to it that allow me to use them for filing my nails, even better. So I'm going to zoom in here on the nail powder that I'm using currently. It's not the Cuccio brand from Amazon. It's actually Super Nail, and I find that this powder is just so much more fine and the application is better. But I still use it with the Cuccio solutions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these are the different solutions that you're going to have to use to apply the powder or gel powder. The system is extremely easy and straightforward because it's numbered and color-coded, and the instructions that came in the box were also very easy. I've thrown them out a while ago just because I've committed the process to memory, and like I said, it's all color-coded and it's numbered, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. It really just boils down to your technique. That's what makes the difference. Now here I'm just showing you the second Dremel that I use that I just think is a little bit better than this Kiss brand, only because it has higher power, like I said, and the drill bits are a bit different. It has the sandpaper, tips, which allow for even more fine tuning and perfecting. Alright, so I was still trying to decide which nail polish I was going to use. I ended up going with the red polish. And it's just a Wet n Wild. And then of course my OPI top coat, can't go wrong with that. And then this right here, this is what I use every 3 days. I reapply it to my nails and it really helps to keep my nails shiny for a long time. So I'm not sure if I can find this again because it was just like a beauty supply store find, but it's really great if you can find it. So I'll try and link it below. So once I've taken off all of the regular nail polish, then I'm just going to use this instrument and see if there are any weak spots or if I have any chips in the actual gel. Then I'm going to use this instrument to take it off. You can definitely soak the gel off with acetone. It just takes a little bit longer, but you want to be careful not to damage your nails. So if you need to soak off, then definitely do. But this little instrument right here, it makes it pretty easy to remove the gel. And then I use this cuticle cutter to help remove the gel also, and that helps not to damage my nail as much. So right here now I'm using this instant cuticle remover. Now this is amazing. All you do is just put it all over your cuticles, wait about 15 to 30 seconds, and it pretty much dissolves your cuticles. My sister told me about it and it is a lifesaver because I usually don't want to have to go around and use like a sharp device like this. You can use that's a cuticle cutter, but I kind of prefer not to use something like that, so I just use this cuticle pusher right here and just push back the cuticles after the solution has helped to soften them. And then all I'm going to do is run to the bathroom and use that brush to just, brush away the soft cuticles with some soap. And then here I'm just clearing, or cutting I should say, down my nails to size, and of course filing them to the shape I want. File, file, file. You'll see that filing is a big part of this process. So I like a square look, like a soft square I should say. Slightly rounded edges. That's what I'm doing now, just filing my nails. And then here too, I'm prepping the nails and I'm using this nail file all over the nails that needed to be filled in totally, like a whole new application, and then only to where I have the new growth of nail for those that just need a fill in. So you want to prep the nails and kind of make the nails coarse. You're not smoothing them out at this point. you're getting them prepared to apply the solution. So there's baby Cam. I was so worried he was going to hit the table over, but he just wanted to say hello. Alright, so both of my thumbnails were too short and I wanted them to match the rest of my natural nails, so I just applied tips, just regular tips. And then I also bought this, I guess, tip clipper. I'm not sure what it's called, but nail clipper, you know, for the tips. And I'm not sure how to use it, whether it's the front way or the back way, I don't know. It didn't really seem to make that much a difference to me, but I'm sure there is a correct way to use it. But basically I just trimmed the nails down to size, and then I'm using a nail file again just to make sure that the nail tip is actually not smooth. You want it to be a little bit rough because that helps for better adhesion of the gel powder. So that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, so now I'm using step 1, and really it's just like prepping all the nails. So I'm putting it all over the nail plates. Not really worried about, you know, being super careful with that. And then I'm using this clear powder, really like it. Again, like I said, it's a super nail powder. You still have to be careful though, because it can have clumps in there. So I just use this little tool here just to make sure that the powder is nice and free of clumps. And then I'm going to use step 2. Now for step 2, I am going to be more precise in where I put the solution. So wherever solution goes, that is where the powder is going to go. So if you don't want powder in a specific place on your nail or your cuticle, then don't put the solution, because once you put it in the dip, once you put in the gel powder, it's going to adhere. Okay, so that's like the biggest thing as far as like the learning curve, just making sure you're putting the solution where you want it to go, because that's where the powder will go. And if you can see right there in one side of the nail, there's a little spot that did not get properly coated, but don't worry, we'll get that on the second application. So now I'm just going to do all of my nails. Once again, just being really careful to make sure that I only put the solution where I want the powder to go. And you also don't want to go right up to the nail or up to the skin edges, because then when the nail grows out, you're going to have a little lip. So I think that's a part of the technique too. You want to make sure that you don't necessarily go all the way up to the edge of your cuticle. Leave like a millimeter or so. Alright, so now all my nails are done, and I'm just going to use this kabuki brush and dust off the excess powder. Now, if you're going to do another application, then you're going to want to go on to step 3. So if you're doing one layer, then you would skip step 3 and go to step 4. But for me, I usually do about 2 layers, and that is sufficient. So even though I'm doing a fill-in, I'm going to do the second layer over the full nail, because I'm going to file everything down really nicely so it won't be too thick. And of course, with the 2 thumbnails, those are total new applications, so they would get 2 regardless. Now, if you notice any areas where there's like a deficiency, where it needs to be filled in, there's like a gap, that is when you use, once again, you use the step 3 solution and layer on the powder. So it's like for layering. That's what step 3 is for. It's for layering. And once again, you want to be careful where you apply the solution, because that's where the powder is going to go. Okay, so to make sure that you get that really nice professional salon look, you're going to want to file, and file some more. So right here I'm using a somewhat coarse fine pointed bit or tip, because I really want to get down to the cuticle and on the sides of the nail to make it look as natural as possible. I hate when I get my nails done and there's like a big bump right by the base of the nail. It looks so fake and awful. So I really work hard to make sure that it looks like it's naturally coming from, you know, the base of my nail. And then right here again, I'm just ensuring that, you know, the nail edges look as nice and natural as possible and that nothing is stuck. And then we're moving on to step 4. So step 2 and step 4 are the same. And with step 4, I'm not being as careful where I'm applying the solution, but still I'm not going too crazy because remember, the gel has not really been activated yet. So it's still, you know, a bit malleable, but you can definitely file and shape without worrying about, you know, destroying all your hard work. And then now moving on to step 5. This is the gel activator, and it's a pretty thin liquid solution, and I'm just kind of applying that, not really worrying about where it goes because I've brushed away all the extra powder, so I don't really have to worry at this point. And of course, we're back to filing, guys. File, file, file. I'm feeling often to make sure that I'm getting every bump and nook and cranny. I want it to be nice and smooth because when you apply your polish, that's what's really going to show. If you have any crevices or areas where it's not properly filed, then that's where it's going to show up. So you want to file as much as you need to. Of course, if your nails are perfectly smooth and you feel, then you can file less. But if you notice anything, you want to go ahead and handle that as soon as possible. Now this nail file, I believe I got it at the dollar store, and it's really great because it comes with 3 pads, 1, 2, and 3. They're labeled, and this is to help smooth the nail even more and to kind of buff it. All right, so now is when we want to get the nail nice and smooth, where we've already dealt with any big crevices. Now we're just trying to fine tune. So this is really good because it's battery powered and you can go around the edges really nicely. Okay, so I have washed my hands with soap and water, and once again I'm just checking to make sure I don't feel anything that is not smooth. So if you look at it, it looks really natural, right? And that's just 2 applications, you know, technically, because we just did a fill-in, so it's just filling in the base of the nail that was, you know, grown out. And so I'm just going to go on with good old Wet n Wild, you know, nail protectant. I'm doing that so that the polish I use doesn't stain the transparent powder, so that I can change nail colors if I want to. And the transparent gel will still look good, okay? And now on to polish. And with this, you want to be very careful because you want it to look like it was done at the salon. So take your time, take your time. But if you do make a mistake, get some acetone and a little brush like they do in the nail salon, girl, and clean up those edges. It might take some time, but it's totally worth it. Alright, now of course this is optional, but I use the quick dry spray. But I'll be honest with you, I've noticed that regular nail polish tends to dry so much faster when I apply it over, you know, the nail dip. So you might not even have to do that. Okay, and then so step 7 is just the cuticle oil, because we want to make sure our cuticles are nice and shiny and well moisturized. Now you're probably asking, what is step 6? Step 6 is a brush cleaner. So I don't always clean my brushes, but if I need to, then I'll, you know, take the brushes and I'll dip it into step 6 solution. But I usually do that between like maybe every 2 to 3 applications. But this is just the cuticle oil, and this is step 7, and that is the end of the process, believe it or not. That's it. And you have salon looking nails, but you did it at home on your time and without spending your money. Not too shabby, right? As you can see, I still have a little gap between my cuticle and the color, but that was done on purpose. I used to think in the nail salon they were just trying to get my money and make my nails look, you know, outgrown faster. But honestly, it's because if you do it, you know, the other way with the polish and the gel powder right up against the nail, then it doesn't look as nice and it actually lifts up as the nail grows out. So those are my results. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you think you'll try this on your own.
Okay, was that not amazing? And I know that it seems like it might be quite a few steps, but trust me, it's not. Like, I have everything committed to memory at this point because I've done it so many times. And like I said, I've only been using it for maybe 3 months. And we're talking about, you know, 2 weeks in between each application. So it's not like I've done it like tens and tens of times, but it is so easy. And I just, yeah, it's a game changer, like an absolute game changer for me. I think the only times I could actually see myself going to a salon, you know, to get my nails done professionally, especially my fingernails, is like if I want like a spa day or like a mom day, or it's Mother's Day and someone's doing a mani-pedi facial type thing, massage package. But honestly, I'm doing my nails at home from now on. And the great part about the technique that I use is with using just the transparent, like dipping powder, I can put any color I want on top. So suppose I get tired of this red, I can take it off with regular acetone and then reapply a whole new color and just go from there. I mean, it's just, the possibilities are endless. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up and comment. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, so until next time, don't forget to keep the faith, focus on family, and always have fun. Bye.